Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Eric's secret medical setback, Donna spills truth to Brooke. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers reveal that Eric Forrester John McCook is apparently struggling with a secret medical setback. Donna Logan Jennifer Garice will spill the truth to Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang, so the drama's about to heat up on B&B. In the December 3rd episode, Donna will give Brooke some troubling updates. It turns out Donna will shock Brooke with difficult news about Eric, so some emotional scenes are coming up for the sisters. This unsettling info will lead to multiple people fretting over Eric's health during the week of December 1st to 5th. It sounds like Eric has suffered a medical setback, so Donna will have good reasons to be concerned and lean on Brooke for support. Perhaps Eric went for a checkup and had some new tests run. The results may have been alarming to Eric's doctors, so his condition could be taking a turn for the worse. Although John Finnegan Tanner Novlan previously came up with a way to treat Eric and saved his life, that doesn't mean Eric is cured. Eric's illness could still come roaring back and put his life in jeopardy once again. Unfortunately, Ridge Forrester Torsten K1T know about Eric's latest medical struggles when he clashes with him at Forrester Creations on December 4th. It appears Ridge will try to push Eric out the door to retirement without realizing Eric is once again worried about the legacy he'll leave behind. Of course, Ridge will have concerns along with Donna and Brooke once he learns the real story. Whether Ridge finds out from Eric himself or from Brooke later, he'll have plenty of questions about his father's health. It's clear that B&B is revisiting Eric's medical issues, so stay tuned to see where this chapter of the story is headed. Do you think Eric's life will be in legitimate danger, or is this just another fake out? Would you rather see a different storyline for Eric instead? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say the Forresters have another crisis ahead regardless, so don't miss all the action. For weeks, Los Angeles has felt like it's been holding its breath, wrapped in satin, secrets, and the uneasy hum of something unspoken. And at the center of it all stands Eric Forrester, patriarch, icon, artist, and a man who has never let weakness define him. But even legends have limits, and in the coming days on The Bold and the Beautiful, Eric's ironclad determination to hide his latest medical setback begins to crack in ways even he can't control. And the first person to see those cracks, Donna Logan. The woman who loves him more fiercely than she ever expected and who now finds herself carrying a truth too heavy to lift alone. Eric's quiet decline. At the Forrester mansion, the mood has shifted. Gone are the celebratory toasts and the light-hearted optimism Eric insisted upon after his previous health crisis. Instead, the walls feel heavier, quieter, as if they too sense the storm gathering beneath Eric's polished exterior. Eric has always been a fighter. Through strokes, heart attacks, emotional upheavals, and corporate battles, he's stood tall. But this time, the symptoms are subtler, almost ghost-like: a trembling hand he hides beneath sketch paper, a sudden shortness of breath dismissed with a laugh, moments of fatigue masked with charm and bravado. Donna sees everything. She always has. And though Eric insists he's fine, that he just needs rest, that age is catching up with him, Donna knows better. She's watched him push through pain before. But she's never seen fear flicker in his eyes the way it does now when he thinks she isn't looking. The truth is this: Eric has suffered a secret medical setback, one he has sworn Donna to silence about. But secrets rarely stay contained in the Forrester universe. Not when the people who love you can sense when something is wrong. Donna reaches her breaking point. Donna is torn apart by two loyalties: her devotion to Eric, and her instinct to protect him even from himself. The pressure builds until her days become a performance, smiling at Katie and Brooke during lunch at Il Giardino, heat rising in her chest as she deflects their questions about Eric's health. The Logan sisters are no fools. Brooke in particular feels the unease like a pulse. She knows Donna tells the fluttering hands, the too wide smile, the way she changes subjects whenever someone brings up Eric's recovery. One evening, after another worrying moment in which Eric nearly collapses while standing at his easel, Donna feels panic bloom like wildfire. Eric makes her promise again not to tell the family, especially Ridge, but Donna's guilt now feels like a living thing, clawing inside her. She knows she can't carry this alone. She knows someone else needs to understand the gravity of what's happening. And so, she turns to Brooke. Brooke senses something is wrong. Brooke Logan has spent half her life navigating emotional landmines, and her instincts are sharper than ever. When Donna arrives at her doorstep, pale, shaken, and unusually quiet, Brooke knows the dam is about to burst. "Donna," Brooke says gently, drawing her sister inside. "What's going on?" For a moment, Donna tries to hold it together, pressing her lips tight, wiping her eyes. But the weight of Eric's deterioration, the fear of losing him, the guilt of staying silent, it's too much. The words spill out faster than she can stop them. "It's Eric," Donna whispers. "He's not okay." Brooke stills. "What do you mean?" Donna's voice breaks. "He had a setback. A bad one. And he made me promise not to say anything. But Brooke, I'm scared." The confession lands like thunder. Brooke reacts and takes charge. Brooke's protective instincts ignite instantly. She knows Eric well enough to understand why he'd hide his condition. He hates worrying the family, hates feeling like an invalid, hates losing any sliver of control. But this is too dangerous. "Donna, you did the right thing coming to me," Brooke says, gripping her sister's hands. "We can't let him push himself until something catastrophic happens." Donna sobs openly now, months of fear rushing out at once. "I just didn't know what to do. He doesn't want Ridge to know. Or anyone." Brooke's jaw tightens. Ridge needs to hear the truth whether Eric likes it or not. Brooke has always been a force when it comes to protecting the Foresters, especially Eric. And now that she knows he's in danger, nothing will stop her from stepping in. Eric's collapse looms. As Donna and Brooke begin planning their next steps, Eric faces another terrifying moment alone in his studio. He reaches for a pencil and drops it. His hand seizes, pain shoots up his arm, his vision blurs. The room tilts, and for a second he leans heavily against his drafting table, breathing in shallow, uneven gasps. He refuses to call for help. He refuses to be weak. But his strength is failing him, whether he wants to admit it or not. The timing couldn't be worse. A major Forrester Creations event is approaching, one Eric insists on attending. The family expects him to unveil a new artistic direction, but Eric knows he can barely stand for long periods, let alone deliver a presentation. Still, he pushes on. Because he's Eric Forrester, and that means something. Donna and Brooke prepare for a confrontation. Donna's guilt grows more suffocating, especially after Brooke convinces her that Eric's condition may become life-threatening if they continue allowing him to hide it. Brooke is determined to speak with Ridge, even if Donna feels torn apart about breaking Eric's trust. But Brooke insists that love sometimes requires stepping into the danger someone else refuses to face. Eric could lose everything if he keeps this up: his health, his safety, his independence, Brooke says. "We can't stand by." Donna nods slowly, her heart at war with itself. The secret is about to blow. In the episodes ahead, viewers can expect rising tension as Donna's confession sets off a chain reaction inside the Forrester family. Ridge will soon sense the truth, tensions will erupt, and Eric's refusal to accept help may push him into a dramatic medical crisis. But one thing is certain, Donna's decision to confide in Brooke is the turning point. The moment the Logan sisters join forces, Eric's secret no longer stands a chance. And when the truth finally comes out, the fallout emotional, heartbreaking, and deeply human will reshape the Forrester family once again. Because this time, Eric's life may truly depend on the people who love him stepping in before he falls apart completely. The Bold and the Beautiful Tuesday, December 2nd, Brooke frustrates Katie Ridge and Bill's feud brewing. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B spoilers for Tuesday, December 2nd, reveal that Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood and John Finn Finnegan Tanner Novlin will respond to Dylan's Sydney Bullock confession. Ridge Forrester Torsten K and Bill Spencer's Don Diamont feud is also brewing, so here's what B&B fans can expect. For starters, Dylan will remain full of tough emotions as she continues her admission at the Cliff House. That's where Dylan just came clean about being the driver who ran over Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada that night, so both Finn and Steffi were shocked. Steffi and Finn will have questions for Dylan on Tuesday's B&B episode, so she'll answer them as best as she can. Of course, Dylan will maintain that she'd never take another life on purpose and that what happened was truly an accident. Even so, Dylan will remain deeply apologetic for her role in Luna's grim fate. Finn lost his daughter, so that's stirred up a lot of complicated feelings that he's still trying to work through. Once Finn and Steffi get past the shock of Dylan's news, they'll no doubt offer reassurance. Luna is the one who jumped in front of a moving car without warning, so Dylan couldn't have predicted that. Over with Ridge and Brooke. Logan Forrester Catherine Kelly Lang, they'll take a stroll down memory lane. It sounds like Brooke and Ridge will celebrate their love by reflecting on some magical moments from their history. As for Katie Logan Heather Tom, she'll deal with some resentment when it comes to her sister. Brooke will frustrate Katie by not offering support, so this may tie in with Bill's pitch for Katie to rejoin Spencer Publications. If Katie gives Brooke updates on that, she may not get a very supportive reaction. This could lead to some conflict for Brooke and Katie, but there's another feud that's about to reignite. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Ridge and Bill are going to face off over Katie within the next couple episodes, so plenty of drama's on the way. The Tuesday, December 2nd episode of The Bold and the Beautiful unfolds like a tightly wound ribbon tugging loose at both ends. On one side, the simmering emotions of the Logan sisters, and on the other, an escalating battle between two men who have never learned how to occupy the same space peacefully. The hour sets the stage for conflict that could spill well into the holidays, with Brooke inadvertently lighting more fires than she puts out and Ridge and Bill circling a decades-old rivalry that refuses to die. The day begins with a deceptively calm scene at the Logan estate. Brooke, phone in hand, is pacing as she leaves Ridge yet another message. She's convinced he misunderstood her last conversation or that she misunderstood him. Either way, Brooke wants clarity, connection, and reassurance. But the more she talks, the more she sounds like someone trying to dictate the emotional temperature of the room even when she's alone in it. She's anxious, irritated, and absolutely determined not to let miscommunication ruin what she believes is a turning point for her and Ridge. Katie steps in just as Brooke hangs up. What Katie wants is simple: peace. What she gets is Brooke launching into a monologue about Ridge's moods, Bill's unexpected presence, and why she had every right to step in. Katie listens, but her patience wears thinner with every word Brooke speaks. The sisters share a long history of supporting each other, but they also share an even longer history of stepping on each other's emotional landmines. Katie finally cuts in, asking Brooke why she's so insistent on controlling situations that don't require her leadership. Brooke insists she's not controlling, she's guiding. Katie counters that Ridge doesn't need guidance so much as he needs space. The tension isn't explosive, but it's enough to ignite the first sparks of frustration between the two. Katie is tired of Brooke inserting herself into every conflict, especially when that conflict includes Bill. Brooke doesn't pick up on Katie's growing irritation. Instead, she pivots to Bill, insisting she only talked to him because she felt he deserved a chance to explain himself. Katie's expression makes it clear that the last thing she wants to hear is Brooke's internal justification for engaging with her ex-husband, but Brooke barrels on. She claims Bill looked troubled and sincere, 2 words Katie has heard one too many times. This is where the real fracture takes shape. Katie, struggling to remain calm, reminds Brooke that Bill's sincerity has historically led to upheaval, heartbreak, and impulsive decisions that ripple through the entire family. Brooke insists she wasn't undermining Katie or siding with Bill, she was simply trying to keep Ridge and Bill from tearing into each other again. But Katie, exhausted by history repeating itself, fires back that Brooke often forgets where her boundaries are until she's already crossed them. Meanwhile across town, Ridge isn't receiving Brooke's messages because he's preoccupied with something else entirely, his growing irritation with Bill Spencer. Ridge is at Forrester Creations with a stack of plans spread across a table, but he can't focus. The memory of Bill swaggering through the office the previous day keeps replaying in his mind, a reminder that Bill has a talent for inserting himself into situations where Ridge least wants him. Steffi enters and senses the tension before Ridge even says a word. She asks what happened with Bill, and Ridge unloads about Bill's attitude, about his cryptic comments, and about the nagging feeling that Bill is up to something. Ridge has learned that when Bill Spencer starts acting considerate, there's usually a calculated plan simmering underneath. Steffi tries to reassure her father, pointing out that Bill hasn't made any direct moves against them yet, but Ridge isn't interested in optimism. He's convinced Bill has targeted Forrester pride or Forrester family stability, possibly both. Ridge admits that Brooke also seems oddly defensive of Bill lately, which only fuels his suspicion. The more Ridge vents, the more Steffi realizes this isn't just about business or Brooke. It's about ego, 2 men who cannot coexist without eventually clashing. And with emotions already high over Eric's recent health issues, Ridge's fuse is even shorter. Bill, in the meantime, is at Spencer Publications, doing what Katie suspects he does best, preparing for war. Justin brings him new reports, but Bill barely glances at them. His mind is elsewhere. He replays his conversation with Brooke and Ridge, replaying each word with a strategist's eye. The tension between him and Ridge is familiar, but this time it feels different, more personal, more layered, more inevitable. Bill tells Justin he's done letting Ridge dictate the narrative. Whether it's about Brooke, business, or the past, Bill is determined to reclaim his influence. Justin gives him a cautious look, asking whether this means a new offensive is coming. Bill doesn't answer directly, but the subtle smirk he offers is enough to say everything. Back at the Logan home, the argument between Brooke and Katie reaches its peak. Katie tells Brooke plainly that she doesn't want Bill dragged back into her life, not through Brooke, not through Ridge, and not through anyone's concern. But Brooke insists that Bill is part of their world whether they like it or not. Katie finally, firmly, asks Brooke to stop inserting herself into situations involving her and Bill altogether. This is the moment Brooke realizes she's genuinely struck a nerve. She softens, apologizes, and promises she wasn't trying to hurt her. But Katie, still simmering, warns her that tensions around Ridge and Bill will only get worse if Brooke keeps trying to play mediator. Brooke nods, but her expression says she's still convinced she was right. The final scenes of the episode unfold with Ridge calling Brooke at last, but before she answers, Bill calls her too. The camera lingers on Brooke staring at the two incoming calls, one from the man she loves and the other from the man she's trying not to defend. It's a perfect metaphor for the hour, Brooke caught between loyalty and instinct, Ridge stewing in mistrust, and Bill quietly preparing for the next move. The air is thick with unresolved tension, and the brewing Ridge-Bill feud looks ready to detonate just in time for the holidays. Tuesday's episode doesn't deliver the explosion yet. But it strikes the match. And everyone knows what happens once Ridge and Bill both smell smoke.